One of the ways I knew God was waking me up at 3 a.m. was because of the repetition. A lot of the times, most people think they're waking up to go to the bathroom, but after it continued to happen every single day like clockwork, no matter what time I woke up or what time I went to bed, I knew it was God. So my first clue was the pattern. And although I hear God well, when he was first waking me up, he wasn't telling me what to do. I feel like in that time he was testing my obedience because I can recall other times that he had tried to wake me up several times in the middle of the night, and I was like, Lord, I wanted to so bad. I even had a notepad and a pen in my bed, but I could not stay awake. That is why it is imperative that when the Lord is waking you up at 3 a.m., you get out of your bed. The more I continued to wake up and try to seek out what he was calling me to, the more he started to speak. So I would say probably after like the fifth or sixth time of coming to my desk and looking at my list and trying to figure out what he was asking of me, after that, he just started speaking things to me. I actually have this one documented on this page. I woke up in the middle of the night and I made a video and I said, I just woke up hearing, that sounds like a promise to me. It was a viral TikTok sound at the time. When he woke me up with that, I could feel in the spirit that I was finally coming out of my wilderness season, and that next morning I was invited to be monetized for all things on FB. Another time he woke me up in the middle of the night and I had been praying for a while, and I remember walking from my couch back to the bathroom. It was dark, and as I was walking, I heard Holy Spirit say, if you come into agreement with this, I will release it to you. And I said, okay, Holy Spirit, I come into agreement with you. And that very next morning, that thing came forth. Another one of the times I actually have documented on this account was 3 a.m. I was up worshiping, and I had some major medical stuff going on at this point. And one of the reasons why I was having all of these outlandish symptoms was because of my chronic anemia. Now, I had totally forgot that I had chronic anemia. I even had the iron supplements in my kitchen, and I hadn't taken them in a really long time. And I did not in any way correlate any of these symptoms to my iron. And as I'm up worshiping at 3 a.m., I hear in the spirit, your iron. Just your iron. That's all I heard. The next day I started taking my iron supplements, and like 50% of my symptoms went away. So to answer your question specifically, it did not take me a long time to hear God's voice. I generally hear God's voice pretty frequently, but when he first was waking me up, he wasn't saying anything to me. May God bless you.